From time to time, you hear Steve Peasley talking about portfolio checkups in locations in the San Francisco Bay Area, Los Angeles, and Orange County, and that kind of leaves you out if you live in Orange County, Florida. Well, don't feel left out. If you would like to take Steve up on his offer to look over your portfolio and give you a health scan, it can be done on the phone. You can send copies of your documents by fax, email, or regular mail and join Steve for a one-on-one conference call. If you're interested, just go to investtalk.com or call our 24-hour InvestTalk answer line at 888-99-CHART. That's 888-992-4278. And thanks for listening to InvestTalk. Welcome to Invest Talk, 1 hour about funding your retirement. How will these stories affect your retirement portfolio? Protection for debt-ridden credit card holders. Sears, surprises with profits. Job loss number a little lighter, but California has a heavy-duty fiscal fix to fix. Just some of the topics on the table this afternoon. What's your question for this Friday, May 22nd? Stay with us and join in the discussion. This is Invest Talk, dedicated to the idea that you can do better than the average investor. And here's your host, Money Manager Steve Peasley.
Welcome to Invest Talk, everybody. And of course, this is the last day of the week, Friday, and we have a special guest with us today. Jerry Klein, the founder of KPP Financial, is with us. Jerry, appreciate you being on.
And I love being on the air, you know that.
Yep. So everybody, we have Jerry, who's been around doing this forever. He's been involved in these kinds of markets. One of the reasons we have him on is to give us some wisdom on the market action that we're seeing in this very tough recession period, and what happens when markets come out of the recession, or what happens at the bottom of the recession. What should we be doing? And he's going to have some good insight for us on that kind of information.
Almost half a century of this.
Yep. Our job is to help you get a handle on the marketplace, your money, your retirement. Remember, it's not your father's stock market anymore. It's a whole new ball game. It changes constantly. You know, you have to be on top of the new kinds of stocks, a new environment we're finding our world economy in instead of just a U.S. economy. So you need information, perspective, and you need some ideas. So what to do, a plan. Whether it's through this program each day that we talk about it, a portfolio checkup with me if you want to, or managing your own portfolio and your own money. We are here to help you. Now, the downturn has seemed to have mitigated. In other words, it seems like the recession is finally petering out. Doesn't mean we're healthy or anything. I'm not saying that. Jerry, do you feel that way? Do you think the recession is ending?
Again, I am a little bit more negative, I think, than most people are, only because I see some problems further on down the line. Oh, yeah. Although we will get rallies, huge rallies, and other economies besides ours are pretty healthy. And I think you begin looking at some of the other economies as well, and then when ours turns, you go there.
Yep. Everybody, I have a feeling I know what Jerry's referring to. All this spending that our government is doing is going to have some consequences.
You know the consequences, Steve, that I can see? It's like when a company issues more stock, it makes the other shares worth less. It's the same theory when you put more dollars into circulation, the dollars that are there buy less.
It's called inflation, everybody.
That's right.
Eventually, we have deflation right this minute, but we're starting to see signs. Look at the dollar. Look at the long-term interest rates. Things are starting to tell us that it's percolating. Inflation is percolating somewhere in there.
I don't even believe we have deflation right now.
It may not.
We go to the grocery store and a dollar doesn't buy as much as it used to buy.
Yeah, we'll see. You had the CPI and the PPI numbers out last week, and they didn't show any inflation, but again, they look backwards. They don't look forward. They
And
look
the
backwards.
CPI, frankly, is a contrived number by the government.
Of course, but see, since it's been contrived the same way month over month over month, you can get you can at least get a trend of what's happening. The downturn in the economy has mitigated everybody. Think about it this way. Banks have been producing money now by using the open market. They've been issuing shares or bonds, and they're getting people to buy them. 2 months ago, that wasn't possible.
They couldn't have done it 2 months ago.
That's right. You could not have done it. So that tells you right there that there is some improvement in the banking system. Just because they were able to do it doesn't mean it's on demand. It doesn't mean it's all better or anything. I'm not saying that. So we'll see.
Did you see the credit bill that was passed today?
No.
Well, it turns out that it looks like they're going to make the credit card companies charge a level pay to everybody.
Oh, that bill, yes.
But
okay.
the credit card companies are going to be charging interest from the day you purchase rather than at the end of the term that you had normally, like the end of the quarter or the end of the month.
I haven't read that bill. I don't know. Has it been passed?
It was passed and signed.
Okay. Well, I don't really care for them to get involved in I'm very concerned that the government getting too involved in our private industries here. And
I'm overwhelmed by the fear.
Everybody knows that you shouldn't be buying things on credit. You should not. Whoever doesn't know that, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that interest rate is horrendous. Everybody knows that too. They still do it. Why? So why should the government protect you from your own stupidity? Don't be stupid.
Did you see the skit I sent out from Saturday Night Live on that subject?
What's that?
Well, the skit on Saturday Night Live, it says, "Don't buy what you can't afford to pay for."
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
And it's such a unique thing. They made a big deal out of it.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's time to come out of the bunkers, survey the damage that's been done, everybody. That's our Friday talking point. How to get your finances back on track in 6 steps. We're going to talk about that today, how to get them back on track. And as always, we'll welcome your questions, 888-99-CHART. And we'll open the lines right now so you can get lined up, 888-992-4278. Today, the market struggled, was in most of the day, was in the green. It was up, not dramatically, but up, about 50 points or so. In the last 20 minutes, the last half hour, the market gave all that back and ended up being down about 14 points. So we had a very choppy week this week. The whole week was very choppy. We had a very good day. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. A very bad day yesterday. Up 100, down 100, 120, something like that.
Holiday weeks are weird.
Yeah, a 4-day, it's going to be a 4-day week. It's a long weekend, so I had a feeling no one really actually, I thought, Jerry, that the market would sell off today more so because of the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, because people don't want to carry their investments over the weekend if, in fear of something happening.
Right. Yeah. 3 days of news that they can't do anything about. They can't get out of stocks. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would be a sell-off, at least for for today. I don't know how bad.
The traders, anyhow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And they probably did. They probably traded out at the end of the day, the last half hour. But let's talk about what you want to do and what you're doing. What are you doing? Are you just sitting there in cash? How long are you going to sit there?